I'm running that back. I don't care that it's getting late. And I really should be ending stream. So that way I can let this room cool off. No. I'm running this back. I do not care.
Ready? Go! Go!
Because one of these days I really do need to take off. So that way I can try and get some progress made on my art projects without worrying about streaming. And I really don't want to take a break from streaming until I get this goal. Because it should have happened the past 3 runs in a row now. Like, I genuinely don't know what was going wrong on Broken Cylinder. Because, like, I booted it up after, and it felt like I was doing the exact same inputs and got it 3 times in a row. So weird. Obviously, something must have been ever so slightly off with my spacing when I was landing on the, I think it would be the second circle, I think. Because clearly that bounce that goes to the goal, just something wasn't working right with it. So the only thing I can think of is my angle off the initial spin dash must have been like a few degrees off. That's the only explanation I can think of.
Ready? Go! Go!
But also, I got kind of cheesed by Sundial that run, so if the Sundial cheese didn't happen, then, you know, I would have been able to work through Broken Cylinder in the run and still been fine. But the thing is, because Sundial went like that, and because I had 1 death to Cosmic Clouds, 1 death to Tornado Ring at the end, and 1 death to Wind and Sun as well, I pretty much would have had to play a perfect Wipeout, Gravity Field, and Curvy Coaster, and that is always horrifying. Curvy Coaster is always a stage that I want to be able to go into on a pace where I can afford a couple of deaths on that stage. And still be able to hit whatever goal I'm going for, because Curvy Coaster is a monster of a final stage. At least in terms of the strat.
Ready? Go! Go! Ready? Go!
Like, I could just tell the way I was playing Sliding Sticks that it was going to be a very uphill battle in the rest of World 10, because this game's World 10 is a very precise set of 10 stages, and I was feeling very jittery on Sliding Sticks 10-3. And I think that really showed on Tornado Ring. because that's a stage that takes a lot of precision with those bounces. And I was messing them up a little bit. All right, 3.619 ahead out of World 2. That's good. Let's keep this pace going.
Go!
Also, if this run makes it to World 4, can I please just not Giga Troll on Mad Dash, please? Like the last 2 runs in a row?
Ready? Go!
Alright, but you know what? That was a weird hit. I am over that last run. There were a lot of things that went well, there were a lot of things that could have gone better. So I'm going to just do the things that could have gone better. And the things that went well, I'm gonna just do those well again. There's so much time save sprinkled out throughout this run, I need to save literally 10 seconds.
Go!
That's it. That's all the time save I need by the end of the run for a sub 20. Just 10 seconds. It's that easy.
Go!
I almost released that too early and smacked the goalpost. That would have been a lot of time loss.
Go! Ready? Go!
Like that. That's a stage that didn't go well last run, that just went flawlessly that time.
Ready? Go!
No, I'm gonna just take the ending safe.
Go!
It's still time save because the run I'm going up against did die on that stage once, so...
Ready? Go!
I hate it when that happens. It looks so funny, but it's so annoying. Alright, good clear. 13.989.
Ready? Go!
Alright, good World 3. Very good World 3.
Ready? Go!
Oh geez, I've gotta play, Sand Garden again. Much better, Mad Dash. There we go. Not throwing away time to that stage is nice.
Ready? Go!
Have I ever mentioned that I really hate this stage? Like, Straw is a genuine contender for my least favorite stage in this entire run. I just do not like it at all.
Ready? Go!
Nice.
Go! Ready? Go!
Beautiful skip straight to the goal. I think up next is the spinning switch one. I don't remember what this is called. Yeah, okay.
Go!
Not quite. That's fine, because I can just back it up with this. and save a bunch of time on the next stage. So that's fine.
Ready? Go!
Up we go.
Ready? Go!
Nice. Could have been a lot more time lost than that. So I will gladly take it.
Go!
I think Sand Garden, at least for me, is probably the hardest stage in the speedrun that's in the first half. Like, that strat is so precise. Because, like, at least with most characters, you pretty much have to get a clip along the first hole, and then do the big one at the second hole. And that spacing can be really tough. Another good World 4.
Ready? Go! Go! Ready? Go!
Nice. I almost messed that up. Glad that I didn't, though.
Ready? Go! Ball
Gotta be a bigger skip than that.
Ready? Go!
That I will take.
Go!
47.6 is pretty solid on that stage, so I will gladly take that.
Ready? Go! Go! Ready? Go!
That works. Whatever that was, it works. I'll gladly take any sort of clip skip that I can get on that stage. 'Cause it does skip a couple cycles, and that's always nice to have.
Ready? Go! Go! Ready? Go!
Thrilling gameplay. The most thrilling of the thrilling gameplay.
Ready? Go! Go!
I've been playing that stage really well tonight. That feels good.
Ready? Go!
A sub 7 minute World 5 exit. I don't know if I've ever actually done that. That feels good.
Ready? Go!
Now we're to the 2 problem stages of World 6. Well, 2 of the problem stages in World 6.
Go!
No, these are the 2 problem stages of World 6. They're also 2 of the 3 scary stages of World 6.
Ready?
Well, I guess chakrams and rising pillars also can be a bit scary. Oh my god, that was a terrifying ending.
Ready? Go!
Good grip strength on Pallet, though. Gripping the stage like that. That's what we like to see. Yeah, lost a second on that stage to the, missing the button.
Ready?
Oops.
Go!
That's my bad. Sweet.
Ready? Go!
Yeah, wow, this world is, this world's an oof. In terms of, like, there's not really much to talk about in this world.
Ready? Go!
Another beautiful attempt on, symbols.
Ready? Go! Ready? Go!
This stage to me really is like, in terms of difficulty, this is the wake-up call stage. This stage I feel like is so much harder than like anything that's come before it in this game. This is the go ahead and read some donations world. That is so true.
Ready? Go!
Whew, that was scary.
Ready? Go!
I feel like also,
Ready?
I don't know if people watching can tell, but I feel my energy just like being so sapped now
Ready?
over like the stress of everything that happened today. And then also using a fair amount of any energy I had left on that last run and not being able to close it out. So if I seem low energy at all, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to chill and decompress right now with this final run of the night.
Go!
Tomorrow is definitely going to be a chill and decompress kind of day. I'm gonna just sit around, maybe do some ILing and some extra world mission clearing that I still need to do just off stream. Do some doodling, because that's always so much fun to me.
Ready?
Go! And just sort of focus on feeling happy tomorrow, I think is really what I'm going to be up to. Nice. I'm so glad I was able to dunk that. I could barely see the goal.
Ready? Go!
That skip is so terrifying with Palette because her break is not that good. So you've really got to angle yourself in a way where, like, as you're going, you can turn and slow it down. Beautiful press machine.
Ready? Go!
That was probably the strongest World 7 I've played yet. Actually, no, it just straight up was. I didn't die, and I did the strat on Seesaw Floor. So yeah, that's a step up. Now we gotta throw the Conveyor Factory goal, skip to the goal in. And maybe a little half skip on Whipped Cream, although that's never going to be reliable. Yeah, that I'm really happy with. Let's carry that momentum into Worlds 8, 9, and 10. Let's finish this as strong as I know that I can.
Ready? Go!
Nice. That was back-to-back attempts on that stage that I just said, screw it, I am playing with confidence because I know I can just destroy this stage. That was a scary final half-pipe transition because I knew that I had a lot of downward momentum, and I did not know if I had enough horizontal momentum.
Ready? Go!
I could have made that work. I didn't think I was gonna get the angles right.
Ready? Go!
Okay, that time I got kinda hosed by that last clip. That should have worked.
Go! Ball out. Ready? Go!
There we go. As soon as I got that clip and I had that much momentum to the right, I was like, I need to just lean into this because I know how this is gonna go.
Go! Ready? Go! Ready? Go!
Okay, you know what? That's good enough for me. Not the time save that I know I could get there, but it's not taking a death to that stage. And right now, I will take whatever I can get.
Ready? Go! Ready? Go!
If I cannot sub 20 this, I'm going to be simultaneously really upset with, one, the game, and two, myself.
Go!
Because there is no reason that this should not... I'm gonna take this safe again. There's no reason that I shouldn't be able to sub 20 this. I'm playing with confidence, and I'm really far ahead right now. I did not play that stage with any confidence whatsoever, and it still worked. I've been on a roll with that stage recently, which is nice. Okay. The dial is going that way, so I should go here. And dunk it. Let's go. That's big. That is very big. Because now I don't have that mental hurdle to worry about. That was terrifying. Because I didn't know which side was going to go up and which side was going to go down, but I knew I was going to be landing on that platform. While there was the vertical shift happening. Sheesh, that was scary. Welcome back, Bug. We won't know how this run is going until I am done with the run.
Ready? Go!
Nice. Not fumbling Spiral Zone this time.
Ready?
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Bug. Nice. It's going to just be some passive time save on that stage because in my PB I took it safe.
Ready? Go!
Yes! Oh, that is so huge.
Ready? Go!
Good Angel Ladder. Okay, if this does not sub 20, if I fumble World 10 that hard, I'm going to be so sad. Okay.
Ball out.
I love you too, Geometric Pattern. Nice. That was a frighteningly low hit. But I'll take it.
Ready? Go!
I'm gonna just say this right now, that was absolutely massive.
Ready?
That was cutting it frighteningly close, going to be completely honest. Taking that ending super safe. I am not risking a silly death there.
Ready? Go!
I could not decide how I wanted to take that, and
Go! Ball out.
yeah, I didn't take that one too well, did I?
Ready? Go!
Alright, a couple deaths to Wind and Sun, that's not that bad. That stage is hard. Like, I don't care what anyone says, that stage, that strat is hard. Alright. Beast mode, Tornado Ring. 5 stages to go. 5 stages to go.
Go!
Alright, you're gonna be nice to me this time, right, Broken Cylinder?
Go!
That is payback. That is payback for what you did to me last run, Broken Cylinder. Let's freaking go. 3 stages left.
Go!
I almost went too early. Not gonna lie, that was a little scary.
Ready? Go! Go!
Final stage.
Ready? Go!
That was okay. I'll say it. I got so greedy there.
Ready? Go!
18-15 with pallet.
New record.
That is a minute 53 PB. I am so utterly happy right now. Thank you, everyone, for the GGs. That is 3rd place. Oh my gosh. That's why I got greedy on Kirby Coasters. I knew if it went well, it could get 3rd. I didn't think a death on it was going to be still top 3. I can't believe it. I am so happy with that run. This is the first time I can remember a salty run back paying off. Oh my gosh. That World 10 was so strong. That World 9 was near perfect. With the current strats that I'm using, it was perfect. Except I did take rolling gear a little safe. World 8 was so strong. That run was... I can't believe it. I am speechless.